Channel 247, TV that excites.
It is exactly 2 minutes past the hour 12. Good afternoon to you. We're coming to you live from our studios here at 41 Sinyan Avenue, Kanda. This is News 247 Live. And now coming up, one arrested over removal of NDC posters as NPP NDC chairman clash in Akwatia. President Mahama removes Gertrude Tokonu as CJ after committee findings. Also in the news today, one dead, several injured as Ayayolo bus crashes into traders in Accra.
And now for free. Fast service cheap. Space for marketing. All free.
We have the details of all these stories and many more coming up. Do stay tuned. Remember, we are streaming live on our Facebook platform at Channel 247, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Channel 247 TV. I am Irabna Boatin, and now let's settle for the details of today's stories. To the first, police have arrested an individual for allegedly tearing down a candidate's posters at a polling station in Akwatia constituency during today's by-election. The quick response prevented any disruption to the voting process, with authorities cautioning that attempts to interfere with the election, whether through intimidation or violence, would be dealt with firmly. Over 50,000 registered voters are expected to cast their ballots in the keenly contested race between the National Democratic Congress candidate Bernard Bediako-Baidu and the New Patriotic Party candidate Solomon Kwame Asumadu. To ensure order and credibility, the Ghana Police Service has deployed more than 600 policemen across Akwatia, while the Electoral Commission has pledged to deliver a free, fair and transparent election. Both parties mounted intense campaigns in recent weeks with the backing of senior party figures and national executive who toured the constituency to rally support. In Akwetia constituency, the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Justin Frimpong-Kodia, has defended the party's decision to stage a walkout during peace talks for the Akwetia by-election. Explaining the decision, the NPP scribe said the party had dispatched its national executives to the meeting, only to be met by constituency-level executives from the opposition National Democratic Congress. He described the situation as disrespectful and unacceptable, insisting that the disparity in representation undermined the spirit of the engagement.
It's too early to make any concrete assessment. The process started just over an hour ago, and we are up to 5 p.m. for the close of polls. So let's observe what is happening, and then maybe in the afternoon we can make a proper assessment. Why should it be a cause to worry? You should ask yourself, why should it be a cause to worry? The Peace Council sent a letter to General Secretary, invites MPP to come. We send our national organizer, our national youth organizer, our head of Security and Intelligence Committee, Honorable Henry Cote, only to attend that meeting and see constituency deputy youth organizer, constituency deputy organizer. This is not an insult even to the Peace Council, and you are making the statement we boycotted it. Were you expecting us to stay there? Were you expecting us to stay there?
And now let's go over the phone lines and speak to constitutional lawyer Paul Kumi on this. Hello, sir. What does the arrest over the removal of NDC posters tell us about the likelihood of politically motivated disruption in this by-election?
First and foremost, I don't have enough information as to the circumstances for the removal of the posters. Now, if, for instance, on the election day, somebody is of the view that there's something which is untoward and it could impact negatively on the election, to the extent that the election is being organized by the Electoral Commission, if there should be the need for the removal for any processing at a particular place, it ought to be done by the Electoral Commission.
But how can the police ensure that their actions are seen as impartial, especially in a highly competitive race like this?
So that if it is established that one ought not to have pasted any posters over there, and days to the election activity, there had been no such posters over there. But probably at dawn today, somebody went and put the posters over there. Then, of course, that particular poster can be removed because it infracts the electoral laws. But if it had been there all this while, for about, say, a week or two, and nobody found anything wrong with it, then what ought to have been done by the Electoral Commission would have been to firstly the area of any posters that would be suggestive of any line of voting. They will have to clear the area before they even start with it. But as I've said, once the election is in progress, nothing should be done which could easily, as it were, escalate any further tension in the area. So that where one even sees a poster put up over there, I believe that all that the person needs to do is to bring to the notice of the Electoral Commission officer. The Electoral Commission officer could probably tell whichever party's poster is there and ask the representative to do the honorable thing of removing it. But when somebody decides that on his own, he is not happy with it, and so he goes to remove it, it could obviously escalate tension, and that is not good enough.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, sir. And that was constitutional lawyer Paul Kumi speaking to us on the biggest security race for the Akwetia by-election. But let's take a listen to the General Secretary for the NPP, Justin Frimpong-Kodia, on the reason why they decided to boycott the peace call.
It's too early to make any concrete assessment. The process started just over an hour ago, and we are up to 5 p.m. for the close of polls. So let's observe what is happening, and then maybe in the afternoon we can make a proper assessment. Why should it be a cause to worry? You should ask yourself, why should it be a cause to worry? The Peace Council sent a letter to General Secretary, invites MPP to come. We sent our national organizer, our national youth organizer, our head of Security and Intelligence Committee, Honorable Henry Cote, only to attend that meeting and see constituency deputy youth organizer, constituency deputy organizer. This is not an insult even to the Peace Council. And you are making the statement we both quoted it. Were you expecting us to stay there? Were you expecting us to stay there?
And now let me take you to Akwetia and speak to my colleague Jeremiah Masope, who's currently there for updates. Hello, Jeremiah. What more can you report?
Yes, Ravna, we are currently, just as you said, in Akwetia, and we are right in front of the NDC party office with some members of the party here. Now, there's been a lot that's happened here today with regards to some allegations of the minority leader in parliament, Afenyo Markins, bodyguard, coming here to create some kind of confusion. Now, that confusion also led to Alhaji Masood, Chairman Bugabuga of the NPP, also speaking to us and then making us understand that by law, if there is an election going on, there is no way a party colours or aspirants posters should be portrayed, for which he believes that is the reason Afenyo Markins got down when he got here to tell the people to pull down those posters, which his bodyguard came down to pull, and it's led to an altercation between himself and Chairman Azoka. But Chairman, share with me, what's your name?
Anthony.
Now, you were here when it happened. What exactly transpired here?
We were here.
Can you please project a bit?
Yeah, we were here. We saw that Afenyo Market was passing in the guest park, and they saw this car parking in front of our party with the posters.
Okay.
Later on, we saw a bodyguard or the gentleman. They came out removing the posters from the car. So there was only this lady around shouting. And then they rush. When we were here, he told them that we didn't agree that. Afenyo was angry, talking, shouting. Within seconds, policeman was here. He arrested one of the Zongo guy who was protecting that they will allow them to remove that process. And you see this man, wherever he be, there will be a commotion. Akwetia is peaceful. You can see it's very, very peaceful. But what is going on is very bad. And let me tell you, we are going to win this election.
Now, who are you in the constituency?
I am Anthony Bismarckboa from Ofansa Yeti constituency.
Okay.
I was here almost 3 weeks now. You know the work that we have done here. And it's easier that we are going to win. You have seen, we are voting, they are in.
But did they get the chance to take off any of the posters?
Yeah, they did too.
Okay, so Era, let's walk into the vehicle. This incident happened, so we can share with our viewers what exactly he is talking about.
Yeah, we move
Yes,
one
so,
from here, one from here. So
okay.
we were coming here, then we stop them.
So just as he rightly said, there was one poster here, and then there was another one here, and these two have been removed, and that led to the altercation that happened here. Now,
and all these posters are for the NDC?
All these posters, you can see, all these posters are for lawyer Bernard Bediako, the parliamentary candidate, Akwetia constituency, the NDC. And it's an NDC branded vehicle. It's an NDC branded vehicle. Yes. And it's right in front of the party office.
Okay.
It's right in front of the party office. Now, they are also of the view that the NDC has brought in some foot soldiers, macho men, as we term them.
Can you identify as some?
Are you a macho man?
No. I am a mere NDC constituency organizer. I use each my bamboo and my fufu. And the body is already there already. So if you see me and you say I'm a gentleman or macho man, it's not true. They are having those people and they can't come out.
Okay.
They were talking about the policemen and they are run. If they are mad, they should come out and joke. When they joke to us, we face them. But when they not joke, we all vote and go away. That's what we want.
Okay.
They say they are prepared. We are prepared more than them.
Okay. But have you also heard of the altercation between Chairman Bugai and Azoka?
I've heard it, but I've not seen anything about it. I have heard it. Now I want to go and
go to social media or ask my people what is going on.
All right. Okay. So, Rabna, just as that is what exactly happened here. Now, let me show you something here. You see, watching far behind me, you can see the barricade over there. And these barricades spans from this place. Every 5 minutes drive, there is a barricade.
Okay.
The policemen are here, and then they are doing all they can to make sure there is peace here. I've been joined by another person from the party office. Please share with me your name and your position.
My name is Adiza. But unless I speak.
Okay, no worry. But Udine Udigwe.
Yes, yes, let me Adiza. The branch organizer for Ladies.
Okay.
Yawaha. And who say Kodia. And Afanyo. Eka Adua. So Mudu Hamo Party. Omo Party Kano. Tell me, say, Omunu Binuma, Dede, a white chiro. Yes, almost to see a posters. And Omona or my. So Mudu has on almost high party or Maka. Now, Omu Kalano. Assist from. I started a DD at them. A year and a Mabia and Fata. Yabewa, Kodia, Abra police before you want to say. No, Mudia and the Kaba, about the show you can. I didn't have to say, Omukal, okay. Oh, see, Memo, you know, Mudia, Epoye. Yes, Dano, you did your matter power. Now, opera police for that you
It's Munipano way.
Yanipana said the Napo police station, see a other Yajana, na Yana, dear. Yentini, but Yanipana one yashi. One yashi, what ya, and upon your crop, one that it's here, but upon your plan, a cheap was done. Oh, and a crop on a Casana Dami say, so much in your chiba, Hannah mobile, and yet by you. Ha, can you know? Upon your dear Bako, what you have dear Bako, and no more crop, a yarn or party officer. Not Sadian. But you empesa, Mukatachino, you empesa Sadian best I ICB because obiting here. Now stand there, Uber Bono, now Samaya Chini to me, and that's a Rania.
Okay. So there you have it. It's an allegation on Afenyo Market and Justin Kudia. That is what these people are alleging. But as they keep talking, they say there are no macho men as they allege.
Okay.
But, I think we saw some of them.
Okay, but Jeremiah, how many of the polling stations have you been so far?
So far, we've been to over 6 polling centers.
Okay.
Here in Alquetia, yes.
Okay. And how was the atmosphere there?
The atmosphere everywhere is peaceful.
Okay.
To be very frank with you, aside this incident we're talking about, and some 3 persons who have been arrested, there's been no incident in any of the polling centers, any hard incident, if I may describe it as such.
Okay, you said 3 people have been arrested, aside the one that was arrested earlier concerning the posters. Okay,
Yes,
so with the
so
3, what's the reason for the arrest?
No, I mentioned that earlier on. That
yes.
The reason for the arrest is still not known to the media, but once it is, we would share with our viewers.
Okay, all right. So can you do that and give us the update? But that was my colleague Jeremiah Masope. He's been visiting 6 different polling stations out of the 119 polling stations in Akwatia constituency, and he's been talking to some residents there and voters. He said that aside the 2 incidents which has led to the arrest of 3 people and 1 person concerning the destruction of posters, all polling stations he's been to, there is calm there. We'll be crossing over to Benjamin Entry. He is our Eastern Regional reporter to find out where he's visited, the number of polling stations he's been to, the atmosphere there. So now we have Benjamin. Benjamin.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, so how many polling stations have you been to, and what can you report from there?
All right, so far we've been to over 5 polling stations, and the atmosphere is very calm. and I must say it's cool, and everyone is safe. You know, we've been to Roman primary school, and we saw many as about after the time we left there around 9 a.m. There were about 115 voters who have already casted their vote. We again went to Presby Prime. Most of we met the regional minister there, and most people casting their vote again. Apart from that, we also went to Buebia Presby Primary School again, Primary A, and we again saw people voting. According to many, the process has been very smooth, and everything is going as expected.
But has there been any form of altercation in these polling stations?
Yes, so far there has not been any form of chaos. Wherever we've been, we saw calmness. But yes, we heard there was an arrest at Buebia Lorry Station. So we went there, but the cause of arrest has not been rectified yet.
Okay, thank you for that update, Benjamin. And that was our Eastern Regional correspondent, Benjamin Entry, bringing us updates from the various polling stations he's visited within Akwatia constituency. Away from that, a scuffle broke out at the Akwatia Lorry Station polling center during today's by-election involving senior executives of the two main political parties. Reports indicate that the New Patriotic Party's third National Vice Chairman, Osman Masawood, and the National Democratic Congress's first National Chairman, Azoka, were directly involved in the altercation. The incident caused temporary tension at the polling station, but was swiftly brought under control by security personnel deployed to the area. Voting later resumed without further disruption. Authorities have yet to disclose the immediate cause of the confrontation, but both parties have traded blame over rising tensions in the constituency.
The presiding officer to pull it out, and they refuse. That is where Afanyo bodyguards to went there and do what and pull it. You see, it is by law. Nobody can take the law into his own hand. So if they say MPP started, it is not true. MPP didn't start anything like that. I want the police to investigate the matter, precisely because you can't just make an utterance. Well, like NDC, we heard what Asedun Ketia said, that they can even sacrifice lives to get power. It was clear out there. And not an ordinary person, a national first vice chairman of the NDC, who said it clear to me that he's here because of myself and the minority leader, Afanyo Market. He said he will make sure both of us should be embedded in Akwatia here. Afanyo was even lucky. If he came meet Afanyo, by now, Afanyo constituency will be preparing for a by-election. That is why he said it. He said it clear. So if someone can say like this, say he will kill a minority leader, he will kill the national third vice chairman, and go free. Why someone against the president and he been apprehended? Why are we? Is it that the law? Is it that the law is selective? So I think that in my own perception, I think that the police should invite Azoka so that to investigate Azoka Why did he say that he's going to kill us?
And that was the opposition NPP demanding the arrest of Azoka. Meanwhile, Sheikh Ameyao, a member of Peace Council, along the IGP, Christian Tete Yowonu, have been given their remarks on the by-election currently ongoing in Akwetia.
Said it's not encouraging, but we are hoping that as the day, gets older, I think that enthusiasm is there, and people want to vote and get their MP. And I think they are conscious that the MP must be in the parliament to talk for them. So hopefully they will come. But what is very commendable for me, I will put it on record. The police arrangement for me has been a couple of polling stations we've been to, in anticipation of any untoward thing that could happen. The arrangement has been perfect. In fact, consistent with the word that was given to us by the police. We are very keen as Peace Council about the electorate, the safety of election staff, safety of the process, safety of election materials, and then the safety of the polling station itself. So we don't see a situation where the police becomes overpowered by over-enthusiastic, parties of supporters, and learning from the lessons before. I think the arrangement has been very perfect. We've spoken to the POs. All of them have given us that things are very calm, hoping that we'll see a build-up of the voters coming up, so that we will see. So we only want to encourage voters and party supporters alike that there's no need for violence. I want to emphasize that in this election, there's no need for violence. We will be able to complete this election in this constituency without a single person being beaten, without a single person being shot, without a single person being assaulted. All this, there's no need for it. And I'm sure that the electors have been well educated, and we should be able to. Already, Akwetia, I've heard that MPP and NDC are like a family. I've been told of a certain parliament, that's what I hear. They have a certain parliament which is inclusive, where the young people use it as a platform to be engaging themselves. And I think it's something we must encourage.
So you're very confident the processes will coalition is in the evening. Usually that's where the
excitement, the euphoria comes. And I think that we've spoken with the EC, and the EC has given us all the arrangement put in place to ensure that even in tabulation and all those things, because that's where sometimes people feel, and the transparency of the process has also been given as the guarantee for transparency of the process. And once people see this as transparent as possible, and they feel inside them the process is credible, credible process will lead to credible results, and I think that we should be able to reach there. So we are confident that the EC will do its work well, as long as the process is well protected, so that by the time when we are finishing, as a nation, we are all confident that we've learnt our lessons and we are improving our electoral processes. And come the next even election season, the lessons of the by-elections will lead us to improving all the other processes, and there will be no need for. I will quickly add that when you tell me that you bring 5,000, strong police, in one constituency, and it comes with cost and all those things. Why we should improve and go beyond this, so that when we are doing election,
seeing the big people of the Peace Council walking through.
Yes.
We met in Accra. You gave us assurance. You also make sure that you talk to the people.
Yes.
Both all the political parties, and you did.
Definitely.
And you didn't stay in Accra, but you have also come to the ground. You were there. You had meetings with them again on the ground over here.
Yes.
And today you are on the ground.
Yes.
I'm so surprised seeing you. And this is one of the wonderful terms of this new graduate of the Peace Council.
Yeah.
I think we'll continue to work. And then when we work together, I think from here, I'm sure Tamale will come.
Well,
and then we shall meet there
to
continue. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support.
Thank you.
And this is really a wonderful Peace Council.
Thank you.
And I'm happy working with you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everything is going well. The people are comporting themselves. And then the electoral officials are also working without any fear.
And then the police are also giving the protection they have to give. The day is still young. We hope that just as we start, it will go through the process like that to the end. At the end of the day, we all smile, having a peaceful election. Thank you.
And this has been News 247 Live. Before we go, a recap of our headlines. One arrested over removal of NDC posters as NPP NDC chairman clash in Akwatia. Well, we had an interaction with some of our reporters there, bringing you updates from Akwatia constituency. Rabna Watson, thank you for watching, and we'll bring you more updates pertaining the by-election of Akwatia. Stay tuned.